Hey, what is going on, Pisces? Butch Tarot here. I am going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. I want to say the name of this tarot deck, but I get it wrong so many times. I don't roll my R's properly. I will put it in the description. I've had a few people try to tell me how to say it, and every time I say it, it just sounds like somebody trying to speak a different language. So, you know what? YOLO. La Santa Morte. See, I can't say that. I tried. With all that being said, let's get it. Muerte. Is that better? I don't know. Please don't tell me how wrong I am in the comments. What do we have for Pisces universe? Universe, what do we have for Pisces? What message do we have for Pisces? Just gotta chill. The chill makes sense. I just got this instant chill when I was doing the reading, or when I was pulling the cards, and now it gave me chills, and I get it now. Well, that's fortuitous. The first card, I see a lot of big changes coming, huge transformation in your life. Also, the fortuitous part is this is the name of the deck. The Death card in this deck, that is the Death card. I see a huge transformation in your life. You know, I see someone very special coming your way. Now, for some of you may have just met this person, but I do feel like this is a new energy. And I do feel like it starts off more in a friendship. You know, I feel like it's friends first, but what I see is that, you know, every bone in your body knows there's something more with this. There's a whole lot more than just friendship. When you meet this person, you're going to know exactly, for whoever this resonates with, you're going to know exactly who I'm talking about. When you meet them, there's going to be no doubt in your mind. I mean, there's going to be this, you're just going to know. There's going to be this instant connection with this person. And being friends first is just a formality. I mean, there's this instant bond that you share with this person, like instantly. And it doesn't, it only gets deeper. You know, I feel like with this person, this connection, trust your intuition. Pisces, I can't stress this enough. I know so many Pisces, and they have some of the best intuition I've ever seen. It's about learning to listen to it. For a lot of Pisces that I know, that's the hard part, is truly listening to it, and good and bad. It's going to tell you some things you don't want to hear. It's not always going to tell you what you want to hear, but it's always going to tell you what you need to hear. Now with this, like I said, this connection gets deeper and deeper. The more I see, I mean, I feel like you've both been waiting for this. I feel like, and I don't see you taking any chances with it either. I mean, I feel like you're both on the same page. You're both waiting for this. And we have that, with the Seven of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. I mean, it's very honest, very straightforward. Everything that you've been waiting for is here. It's right in front of you. And like I said, you're on the same page. You've both been waiting for this. And that's why, like I said, it is so honest, because we're not trying to screw this up. And that honesty leads to trust. Being able to trust each other. And that's going to be a big thing. I feel like, especially for this person, they have a hard time finding people they can trust. But with you, like I said, their intuition's telling them the same thing. I mean, this is not like any other bond I've ever seen. I mean, I feel like it's an instant bond. I mean, there's this instant energy between the two of you. And it's very honest and very open, and that's rare as well. It's almost like when you met them, all that bullshit that happened before, for either one of you, past relationship, past hurts, past betrayals, all that shit gets left behind. It's like nature's shower. It instantly washes off all the dirt. All that's gone with that Devil card. It's allowing you to just be your full potential and enjoy this with this person. Like I said, we had the Lovers card. We had the Two of Cups. I mean, I just got that chill again. Like, I got goosebumps. And I love this. This is why I do what I do. I love reads like this. I mean, this is love. No matter how you shake it, this is love, and I feel like it's true love. I feel like you think about each other when you're not around. This isn't just a friendship. It may start there, but that's not where this is headed, and that's not where it was meant to head. You were meant to find each other. You were meant to communicate. You were meant to be open with each other. I mean, I've never seen something so meant to move forward in my life. Like I said, I don't know if I've ever seen a read quite like this, but I am enjoying the shit out of it, and I love it for you. With the Chariot, the Eight of Wands, the open communication. And like I said, the Queen of Swords, it's not only open communication, but it's honest communication. Like, not trying to bullshit each other, just being real with each other, just embracing each other. It's like an entanglement that just gets tighter and tighter. Like, you become, two souls become one. And I love that. Like, I'm an unapologetic romantic, okay? Then we have like I said, the Chariot with that Cancer energy. I mean, this is no choice but to move forward. I mean, it's just, you're in sync. You're absolutely in sync. We have the King and the Queen showing up for each other. It's love on both sides. It's not just one loves. I mean, I feel like you love each other just as deeply as the other one. You love them as much as they love you, and that's where I see this going. And that's that moment where you found them. And I wish I could say that that's all I got. It doesn't get any better. I don't know why I said I wish I could say. I mean, the reason why I was thinking that is because sometimes when I don't like to blow smoke, and I don't like to, I don't like reading and it sounds like it's too good to be true, because so many people are like, okay, it's too good to be true, so it's not for me. So I wish I could say that this beautiful ride ends here. Like, everything we already have is a great connection, and it feels like it couldn't get any better, but it can. You know, I love this tarot deck because when you put them together, I see the face in the background, the Emperor and the Empress, the masculine and the feminine. You know, the nurturer, the protector coming together. I mean, not only do I see this as a strong future for you two together, but I see family and I see happiness. And you deserve it. And I love that the most about it. You know, like I said, the Empress and the King and the Queen of the Cups, you know, the Sun, the family card. I mean, it's all just... it's like too good to be true, but it is. You know, I'm seeing it right in front of us. We're seeing it together. You know, sometimes when we meet people, we get our hopes up. That's not what's going to happen here. You know, all those feelings you have for this person, all these intuitions you have about this person, you're spot on. You know, and some people get these feelings and they're like, okay, I gotta lower my expectations because I'm putting them too high. You know, I'm putting the bar too high and I can't reach it. Don't set a bar for this. I don't think you'll ever set it high enough to where this is going. You know, we got love, we got friendship, we got communication, we got trust. You know, finish it off, we got a little bit of passion as well. You knew what you wanted, or you had an idea, and so did they. I feel like this exceeds your expectations, far exceeds your expectations. I mean, I'm getting no red flags. I'm getting nothing, no hesitations. Like, it just keeps getting better. You know, and I want to be honest, I love this part of it. When you're happy, you don't think about the bullshit. And I don't mean to be vulgar, but when you're in a happy relationship, you're not thinking about past relationships anymore. You're not thinking about the people that hurt you anymore. And if you do think about them, you think about how you wish you would have seen it differently. That's another thing with life is we went through all that bullshit, and you know, maybe you were with someone longer than you should have been. And in hindsight, you think, you know, I wish I would have figured them out sooner. But every action that you made and every action that this person made got you to where you are now. And I feel like it's almost like meeting the right person and having that feeling that you have with this person. It's like all that bullshit got you to here, so it's okay. If you get my drift. That's how I look at things. I'm an optimist. I look at things that way. I'm a silver lining type person. No matter what you went through, when you find the one, when you find that person you can't live without or don't want to live without, all that other shit was just stepping stones to get to where you're at. You know, like my grandma used to say, you'll never get a rainbow without some rain. I love it. Absolutely. I'm a little choked up, to be honest. I authentically don't remember having a read like this before. Like, it just keeps getting better. You know, like that infomercial, wait, there's more. I mean, I feel like I just keep getting better and better. I love you all, Pisces. I'm so happy to see this. I love giving good news. I don't like giving bad news, but it wouldn't be real if I didn't. You know, I don't want to be one of those people that just give good news, because that wouldn't be authentic unless I just had a really good role. But I always try to give people a silver lining. But in this, I mean, I'm kind of speechless. I don't have to give a silver lining to this. It kind of, you know, does it itself. Anyway, I could talk forever. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have Aries, Sagittarius. We have some Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. We have some Capricorn as well. Some Virgo. Going a little Virgo in there. I keep going back, and I wish I could use one of those, like, you know, in school where you use the liquid erasers. I wish I could liquid erase me saying what I said, because I mean, I enjoy that I got better, but I was like, I didn't want to cross the line of too good to be true, so it can't be like, I don't want that image in your head whatsoever. You know, some things are too good to be true, and some things are just as true. You know, this is true love. There's no other word for it. You know, I love when it comes together. And like I said, if you go back, I've been doing videos now for 5 or 6 years. If you go back, there's some pretty bad news I had to give. But I say it as I see it. Like I said, I wish every read could be happy and perfect, and personals are the worst, because sometimes I have to give bad information, and I don't like doing that. I almost feel like I should give a refund when I give bad news. It's like, hey, here's the bad news, and here's your invoice. You know, but like I said, a lot of reads, I'll admit it, I look for a silver lining. If there's a silver lining and I can expose it, I will. Sometimes there isn't, that I can see. I mean, I always give it a silver lining. Sometimes it's easier to find it. Sometimes it's really hard to see it. But in every relationship, even a bad one, even if you're getting bad news, you know, maybe the person you're with doesn't care about you, or doesn't, you should get away from that person. The good news is, and the silver lining is getting away from that person. Now you know that person isn't the one, so you can check that name off the list. Only 8 billion left to go. So there's always a silver lining, but sometimes you really have to dig deep to find it. But I try not to leave on a negative note. Just not a negative person. If you're with someone that treats you bad and it's not working out, or, silver lining is that they're not the one. You know, it would suck if the one was a person that treated you badly. I guess either way, they wouldn't be the one, but love y'all. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.